the ancient Sumerian kings used to live thousands of years, and the Sumerian king list could help pinpoint the true location of the biblical Garden of Eden. This is what a professor claims. The Garden of Eden in the Genesis book of Bible, the first book of the Bible, the paradise of God described in the book of Genesis, is considered mythological by some, but I don't believe. So many believe that it was actually a true location. Those who consider it real have cited various places, including the Persian Gulf, Iraq, even Armenia, Jerusalem, as areas where it might have been located. A clue to the location of the Garden of Eden between the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, even those rivers given in the Bible. Now, a clue to the location of the Garden of Eden could potentially be found hidden in the Sumerian king list. This is what a college professor, Tom Meyer, said during a recent interview. He's known as the Bible memory man for his extraordinary ability to recite over 20 biblical books, which is inscribed in the clay tablets. Tells a story of the ancient Mesopotamian site of Eridu. It's described as the very first city ever built. And this professor claims that the Garden of Eden might have been located at Eridu, located in what is now southern Iraq. And this is what he says, according to his interview. He says, the ancient site of the Garden of Eden, Hebrew for delight, Eden, it means delight or pleasure, is thought by some to be located under a cluster of tells, little hills. A tell is a man-made mound that arises as a result of civilizations building one on top of the other. We know that, for example, Jerusalem has been built over 7 past ancient cities. Now, this consists of the civilization's mud bricks in Eridu, and odds and ends left behind, buried with time. As he explains, the Sumerian king list, which dates to the Middle Bronze Age, about 2100 BC and 1650 BC, that was before the eruption of the Santorini Thera volcano, which is thought to have taken place at the time of Exodus of Moses and the Israeli tribes from Egypt. So the Sumerian king list dating back before that, currently on display at the Ashmolean Museum in Oxford, the UK. It's a stele, it's a carved rock with names on all 4 sides of the kings and how long they ruled. Another argument that Professor Meyer uses to support his theory is Eridu's close proximity to other cities that are mentioned in biblical records. For example, the biblical city of Ur, which was the hometown of the patriarch Abraham. That was only 12 miles from Eridu. And Erech, the capital city of the famous post-flood king Nimrod, was 50 miles from Eridu. And the city of Babylon, also built by Nimrod, was 150 miles north of Eridu, from what Meyer explains. So you can see that a lot of these ancient cities written of in the book of Genesis are found right there. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll have more news about this. This is on Sputnik News. Please leave your comments. Thank you. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also
help
the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.